Hi everyone and welcome back to PrepFusion. So you have decided that you want to prepare for GATE. You have also decided that which subject you want to start from. Now the question comes, how should you actually study a subject? How should you make notes and how should you be more efficient while studying a complete subject? So in this video we will discuss about all those things: how to make notes, how to study a subject properly, how to watch the recorded lectures in a most efficient and smart manner. So without further ado, let's start with our video. So first I wanted to show what kind of notes we provide, because we don't want to make our own notes completely, which is actually a opposite kind of thing that you might hear, that always everyone recommends make your own notes properly, make your own notes, else like you will not be able to study properly. But I am recommending a different thing. It is not like you will completely just study from the PDFs. No, we will tell you a alternative as well. So before that, let's go what kind of notes we provide, then I will discuss how you can utilize those notes. So this is our website prepfusion.in. So like I will just show you a demo. So if you go into the free courses there, if you go into the network theory, right, for GATE 2026, so their contents is there. So inside the contents, if you go into the network analysis complete notes, so I'll just show you one very brief example. So there are many kind of notes. One is this basic on network slides, and the first one is the printable. So what is the difference between printable and slides? We'll see. So if I go into the printable, and it will just open just in a second, you will see that the printable notes are with a white background. So this is useful if you want to take the print out and use it for hard copy purpose. That I will explain how you will use the printable notes. And your black and whites are there, like these are with the black background. Whatever the educator is teaching in the video, exact same notes will be here with a black background. So if you have an like tablet or any device with which you can annotate on the PDFs, so you can use the black and white PDFs if you want to, or you can use the printable. So both options are there for you. So if you have a tablet or something, some device with which you can annotate on these notes to modify the notes, which I will explain how you will modify. So you can use the black and white. And if you don't have any tablet or like any kind of device, so my best recommendation will be just this printable notes are there. Take the printout of these notes, and on this printed notes, you just on the pen, you just modify it. Okay, and how will you modify, how will you actually study the lectures, that I will explain in the next portion of the video. So now that you have seen what kind of notes we provide, now we will see how you can actually utilize those notes. So here I have two kind of notes. Let's assume that this is a book, but let's assume this is the printable notes that I have already shown you, that with white background. This is the printable notes, and this is a rough copy. Okay, so whenever you will sit and watch the lectures, you will have these two notes beside you. Okay, in the table you will have these two notes, the printable notes and the rough copy. Now when you are watching the lecture, so you will open the both. Like the printable notes will be at that particular portion wherever the lecture wherever the teacher is explaining the concept, and in the rough notebook you will actually write down things. So let's say the educator is drawing a RC circuit, so you will draw the RC circuit. Let's say the educator is telling, okay, at steady state this will happen. You will also try to think that at steady state what is the voltage. So those things you will do actually. So it's not like you have taken the printout of the notes and you will just watch the lecture and just see the notes. No, you just watch the lecture and just see the notes. That is not helpful at all. That is a very bad way to prepare. So the better way to prepare is you have your rough notebook with you. So whenever the educator is explaining something, you write that on your rough notebook in a rough manner, so that it does not take you more time to do the actually take the notes. Now why am I telling you to keep a rough copy by your side? Because if you just have the printable notes and if you just see the lecture and just see your notes and see the lecture and just see your notes, actually your brain is not working. So that's why most of the educators tell you to always write down your own notes, because whenever you try to write something down, your brain is processing that, and whatever you're processing that you write down. Okay, so instead of just watching the video and just watching the printable notes, that will actually not be helpful in your GATE preparation, because you're not learning anything. So that's why you will have your rough copy by your side, so that whatever the educator is explaining, drawing the circuit conceptually, you will also write down, so that your brain is working. If you just don't write down anything, your brain will be sleepy and you will not actually be learning anything. So that is the reason, that's why I have told you to keep the rough copy. But the rough copy note taking will not take you much time, because you are just writing in rough, you're not writing fairly. So whenever we write something fairly, it takes us huge amount of time. But if we write something in rough copy, we will just write it very roughly, because we are not using it for later use, just for understanding at that point of time we are using it. And when the educator is explaining some concept, okay, and he is writing down the points, that is already written in the printable notes, right? But let's say you have understood that point a bit differently, you have understood a key point from that particular point note, and that the educator has not written in the printable notes. So you will add that. You, on this book itself, I will have a pen. On this book, on that particular line, I will go into the line and I will add my point. So that is what you will do. So these are actually your own notes only. These are your modified notes. So the advantage of this is you don't have to make the whole notes, because you will like keep on whatever the educator is writing, those points you will again write. That is just a waste of time, because that is already with you when you are printing out the notes. So you don't need to waste your time writing the same point, okay, writing the same point. But anything extra you want to add over that particular area, you can highlight or add the point, so that you save your time with note taking. So it will not take you more time to make the notes. So ultimately what is happening in rough notebook, you are doing the stuff whatever the educator is explaining in the class, and you have your good fair printable notes as well, so that you can refer to those whenever you want to revise that particular topic. So now I will show you a demo of actually how to apply this while watching a lecture. So here I am with a video of network analysis that is present on our YouTube channel itself. So this is the playlist, and here Himanshu sir is teaching something, right? So he has plotted a graph. So same thing I will do in the rough notebook. Okay, in the actual notes it is already there, it is already plotted, that is fine. But in the rough, I will not see the fair notebook, right? I will just, in my rough notebook, I will also plot. Okay, I'm plotting the graph. Okay, then what I will do is, let's say he is drawing some circuit. This is circuit, right? I will draw the circuit, and here he is writing steady state. So I will try to analyze, okay, what will happen at steady state. I will also think, I will listen to him, but I will also think by myself, so that my brain is not sleeping. Okay, my brain is working constantly. Whenever he is teaching something, I am also accepting that. Okay, if you just don't use a rough notebook, just you have your fair notebook, and whatever he is drawing, that is already present in the fair notebook, and you will just see that fair notebook and you will just see whatever the educator is drawing. That is actually not useful. That is not how you prepare a subject. Okay, so that's how you prepare a subject in the most efficient manner, and like that will take you the least time. So one more thing, if you want this printable notes like we provide, you can either look it for in the website, or you can join our Telegram group. In the file sections, most of the notes are always present, so you can go join our Telegram group. In the file sections, there notes will be present. So that's it basically for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video, like you have enjoyed the learning from this video. Like, trust me, this kind of strategy will be helpful immensely, like for a guy who is a job going guy, or who is already doing college. So with college, if you have to manage your gate preparation, this is how you will manage the gate preparation. You will not waste your time in note taking, but you will learn the concepts as well. Also, you will have your own notes as well, without like wasting too much time in making those notes fair and printable, right? Neat. So even though you have rough copy there, you don't need to spend too much time. Just in rough, slowly you write, so it will not take you too much time to write those things. But in the actual printable notes, everything is there, neat and clean. So you have both your own notes as well, and of course you have rough copy as well, and you have finished the whole subject. So this is how you actually should make the notes of a subject, and this is how you actually should study a particular subject. Thank you and happy learning.